Hello everybody, it's me and I'm right here to bring you another video. And I know I've been posting in a while, and that's because I was on vacation. But I also have another important announcement to say in a little bit, but I won't be talking about that today. But today, we are going to be talking about Minecraft, and it's this Minecraft server I play called Mineplex, and there's this game called SuperSmashMobs on it that I really like, and I thought I'd do a strategy guide on one of the classes, and it's called MagmaCube. So let's get started. So the stats for the MagmaCube are the damage being 5 damage, so basically an iron axe. You also have an iron speed, but your main weapon should be the iron axe, being it does more damage. The armor points it has is 4. Well, 4 full points. If you're talking about half, it's 8. The knockback level is 175%. I don't really know how to put that in perspective, but I can definitely say that it has a lot more knockback than most classes. Now for HP gain per second, it's 0.4. So putting that into perspective, that means every 2.5 seconds you'll gain half a heart of your HP back. So now talking about the moves, the MagmaCube has 2 moves, about average for the moves. A couple classes have 3, but this is about them in average class. So starting off, we have the Magma Blast, which is where you shoot a fire charge out at you, and it does a little bit of damage. But this move isn't really for doing damage. I mean, it's more about knockback, because it will do an extreme amount of knockback, and it will push you upwards, as you may have saw in the clips here. But other than that, you should really be using it for more of to space yourself out. If you're in a really tight situation, you double jump in the air and then Magma Blast, and then you can get away. With the second move, I will be talking about in a second. So the second move is called Flame Dash that MagmaCube owns. Now Flame Dash is not your ordinary move because it sends you forward around 20 blocks, but yet the thing is that it doesn't do any damage. It's more just about getting yourself away. So using the Magma Blast and the Flame Dash both together will do an immense job of getting yourself forward. So if you get knocked back off the stage, it's an extremely good move to get yourself back on the stage. And he probably has one of the best ways of doing it with those 2 moves combined. So now let's talk about some things you should know about this class. Now you may have noticed something that's very interesting about all the things I've talked about: his moves, his stats, all of those things. He's extremely vulnerable to a lot of attacks. And he's more of a camping class. I hate to say it because it's a really good class, but you have a lot of moves to escape situations. Your defense is your defense is low, lower than most classes, being at 4. Your attack is not the greatest of all. And just overall, it's not a good class for melee. It's more about camping, like in trying to escape your opponents. And if you want to use this class, you really need to understand that concept, because if killing people is very bad with this class, well, not very bad, but it's not the best idea to do. It's very crucial not to kill people, because you gain 3 things when you kill people. 1, you will gain +1 attack damage, that being good. 2, you gain -15 knockback. That's okay too. But the last thing is the key reason why you do not want to start killing people and going on a rampage. You gain 1 size. Now, imagine a slime. You're in small size at first. When you kill somebody, you turn into medium size, then large size. When you start killing them, you're going to get bigger and bigger, leaving you a bigger target for people to attack you, becoming extremely vulnerable, and not becoming a very good class anymore. Aside from the fact that I just talked about how you really need to pay attention and kind of camp-like, you also need to know how to really revive, because you have an extreme knockback level, so reviving is key, and that's why Mineplex has provided an extremely good revive move. You need to make sure you first use the MagmaCube downwards, because it will use whatever face you're looking at, the MagmaCube will shoot down that way, and you will be shot the opposite way. So you need to look down, so you go upwards and then use Flame Dash, and you'll get a humongous boost. I also recommend you not really using those as realistic moves, except for Magma Blast, because that can also be used to space out your opponents. But Flame Dash, no, not at all, because they also have extremely high recharge times, and if you get flown off the edge, you're pretty much doomed, besides your double jump, to get back on the platform if both of those are gone. Oh yeah, also, I highly recommend not using Magma Blast as a projectile to attack people with, because it doesn't do a lot of damage even if you hit it. It's extremely hard to hit people with, and just because they get knockback doesn't mean you have to hit. It has to be a direct shot, and then usually, if you do hit them, they will start flashing red as if you got attacked with a weapon. Three other things I also want to say before I end this video off is that number one, Magma Blast can be reflected. So if you shoot up in the air to space yourself out, they may actually reflect it back, because all they do is attack it and it will be shot back. It will still bounce you upwards, just they may be shooting at you and you may be hit by your own projectile. Number two, Flame Dash can also be stopped while you're in the middle of it. So if you're about to go off the edge, I double click the spade extremely fast and you will stop your move. And it should say in chat you have canceled the move or something like that. The final thing I want to say is that you can be attacked while you're in Flame Dash. So you may think you're vulnerable, but you really aren't. So that's going to do it for the end of this episode of Mineplex SuperSmashMobs MagmaCube guide. If you enjoyed, please make sure to like the video and subscribe. It really helps me out in making sure you like this series. And yeah, that's about it. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.